Hi, everyone. Welcome to Club Rats. My name is John.
Fernando. I'm Jesiah.
This week we have obviously the big game of the week, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl preview episode.
Everybody's party.
Yeah.
Seahawks versus the
Patriots.
Seahawks versus Patriots. Line's 4.5. Seahawks
5.5 now.
5.5, depending on where you bet. So you got.
So it's one up because it opened up at 4.5, right?
Yeah.
So
So
I thought it opened up at 3.5. I saw
I think it was 4
on Caesars. It was 3.5.
I don't use go to Caesars, but I'm like on stations right now. It's 4.5. So anyway, Seattle. I mean, this one I don't think you overthink it. I think you just bet Seattle. They may not cover. The only way that, to me, in my opinion, they lose this game is if Darnold turns the ball over, and it's like a bad turnover, like a pick six, or I don't know, something that's like a block punt, like we were talking about off camera. But I think you got to go Seattle. It's a football game, so obviously anything can happen. But I would bet Seattle, and I would lay the points.
Yeah, same. John, I told you off camera that Darnold probably had the best game of his career against the Rams.
He did.
Not only did he not turn the ball over, which is the biggest thing, he had, 300 some yards. It just looked like his best game as a pro. And I don't know if he could duplicate that game. I still have the Seahawks minus 4.5, but I'm not feeling great about it because Darnold could be due for a bad game. He also hasn't turned the ball over in these playoffs.
I mean, with him, in his first two games against the Rams, I think he had 6 or 7 picks. So I mean and then in the game in the playoff he had none. He was amazing. So football,
he was unbelievable.
There is a randomness to turnovers. So hope if you are betting Seattle, it is fundamental that Darnold. I mean, could he have one turnover and they still win? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
But he can't do like a Stroud. Even the quarterback for the Patriots when he fumbled the ball, was it 4 times
in
that game?
He didn't even play well.
He hasn't.
You can't fumble the ball.
Sucks.
You can't have one of those games.
No,
May's good.
Yeah, May is the real deal, but they're not winning.
It's not his fault. The offensive lineman they drafted, Will Campbell, he just, I'm not trying to be mean to one guy, but he can't block at the left tackle spot. And if you can't pass block, you got to move him inside or move him to right tackle. Mbu? I don't know. I think whoever's doing their offensive line evaluating there,
something's off.
Yeah, it's a weird pick.
It should be too harsh. I mean, they're in the Super Bowl.
No, they made it.
It's definitely not. I think it's because of their defense a lot, too.
100%.
Their defense and their schedule was pretty easy. They've gotten every single break you could ask for these playoffs, which, I mean, hey, it's not their fault they're winning.
Yeah,
but
you still got to play this.
It just seems way too easy of a game. I think you easily pick Seattle, but then that's just a huge public play. Something about this game feels a little sketchy to me. In theory, I do think Seattle should blow them out, really. I don't think this game should be close.
The 4.5's weird, right?
It just feels weird. It feels so weird. I could see the Patriots making this a close, ugly game. But the Seahawks, I think, are the better team. I think they have a better coaching staff. And I don't know. It just feels like everything that's been going their way, they've been rolling. I mean, it's not too far. They played in San Francisco every year.
4.5 is the devil's number. You know,
4.5.
That's
5.5. Yeah,
they're saying it could. I don't like betting. I agree with you on that.
No, but it feels so easy. So I don't know. I think
I do think Seattle has the better in every aspect in the game. I think they have the better offense. I think they have the better defense. I think they have the better special teams. And you just said you believe they have the better coaching staff, and I agree with that as well.
Who's the better coach between the two sides?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Probably I like.
If you're just looking at head coach,
I
would still have McDonald over him.
Me too.
Vrabel ain't bad though. Like for him to take this team back, it says a lot.
Vrabel's solid for sure. I mean, you don't make this. If you make the Super Bowl, you got to do something, right?
Yeah.
But McDonald seems like, watching him as a Michigan fan, because he was the defensive coordinator of Michigan in 2021, that changed the whole for Michigan going on, winning all these games, not sign stealing. Michigan had 3 head coaches on their team in one time. Jim Harbaugh, Minter, and McDonald. Minter took over for McDonald once McDonald went back to the NFL. But anyway, this guy, he gives me Belichick vibes, where it's like he kind of just he's going to come up with a scheme or something. It's going to confuse May.
I agree.
And now you gotta punch those in. Is it going to be a pick six? Is it going to be a fumble six? Whatever. You got to make that play happen. I do think there'll be a play like that. But having said that, it wouldn't shock me. Vrabel's a good defensive coach, and if they threw something at Darnold and he threw a pick six, I wouldn't be stunned by that either.
He's more of a veteran though than May. I
think
they have the advantage in that. And I like, even though they always say, "Oh, their running back's out." What is it? Charbonnet's out. At least I think they're the Kenneth Walker's still good.
Walker's fine.
So it's like
And they have probably the best receiver in the league.
I think that's only a problem
He's a top 10.
if that was like
maybe
the
top
season.
5, yeah.
No, he's like leading the league in receiving yards. I think JSN's right now you have to have him top 3.
And I give a lot of credit where credit is due, and I believe most of that goes to Clint Kubiak, who's now our future head coach as a Raider fan, which that's a guy I wanted from the beginning.
I'm glad you got what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So, would you rather Vrabel or Mike Tomlin?
Oh, Vrabel. Because he's still the newer coach. He's the new name.
And
Tomlin's stuck in his ways, man.
Would you rather McCarthy or Vrabel? That's not even close.
It's not even close.
McCarthy. What do you think of McCarthy hire by the Steelers?
I don't like it. I'd rather have Vrabel.
It feels like such a.
I'd rather have almost anyone in the league at this point, but
man,
I'm starting to be a believer because him and the presser. Granted, they're supposed to like hype up the fans. Like, yeah, I'm going to coach this team to success. But he's from that area. He grew up a Pittsburgh fan. Him crying at the presser too. I don't know. I somewhat became of a believer. At first, when I saw the signing, I texted John. I'm like, this is some bullshit. Like, what is this? All the coaches on the market?
Hang on, though. But did you see him with the Cowboys? He was. I think he was there for 3 or 4 years.
It was awful.
It was a nightmare.
I mean, he wasn't that bad, but he wasn't good. He was bad. He was
bad.
It was bad. There's no other way to put it. You can't call a spade a spade.
Why? And then even when he was in Green Bay, he did win the Super Bowl. Ironically, beat Steelers and Tomlin in that Super Bowl. But he only won the one Super Bowl, and the Packers had countless playoff like snafus, or they'd lose a game in a crazy way, or I don't know.
And you also kind of
he got worse the longer he was there.
You could also kind of say the same thing about Tomlin. Tomlin adopted already a winning team. And yeah,
I agree.
So what did he really bring to the team? The team just said, "Hey, here, take over this team."
So why would you just hire another version of that then?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know what their thinking is with McCarthy, knowing what coaches were on the market. This was the offseason to be in the coaching market. Like you just said, you got your dream scenario. Shit, I wouldn't have been mad with Mike McDaniels.
From the Chargers, he's on the Chargers offense coordinator with Harbaugh.
Exactly.
What kind of cocky manny plays are they going to come up with?
God, it's going to be amazing.
I know that is going to be
scary.
That is kind of good.
Eventually, we're going to have to jump off the Charger hype train. But I love Herbert. I love Harbaugh, and McDaniels running that offense. It's going to be the real deal.
They do have to get their offensive line situated.
Yeah, they need an O line.
Is this the last year? No more excuses after this, right?
Well, I hate making excuses. I'm biased because we like them, but when you lose both your left and right tackle,
there's only so much you could do.
Yeah, you're in trouble. You're in a bad way on offense.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with the Lions year in and year out the last couple of years. But back to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think with the Clint Kubiak calling the plays, I think they have a huge advantage with that because everyone knows the ball's going to.
What's he known for the Broncos?
He won a Super Bowl.
Like what's he coach? What's his?
I can't remember honestly.
No, he was the Broncos offensive coordinator.
Was he?
He's on the Broncos now, right?
No, he's a Seahawks offensive
coordinator. Sorry, I'm Seahawks. My mind's.
The Kubiaks were in Denver when
his dad won the Super Bowl. Gary Kubiak.
So
and then he was the offensive coordinator for Mike Shanahan. So he's got 3 Super Bowls. 1 as a head, 2 as assistant.
So
that's pretty good.
So yeah, we're in really good shape. No, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like Broncos.
Yeah, he finds a way to get Jackson, Smith, and Jigba the ball anytime, even though they know the ball's going to him. I mean, just the routes, everything. Offensive genius. So I think they're going to put up points. I honestly don't really like the spread. If I'm going to bet anything, I'm betting Seattle over 24. What is it? 25.5 total points.
That's actually not bad.
And the teams never score 25. So I mean, if
do you think it's an advantage
that
Seattle's playing in that stadium?
I do. It's not too far. I mean,
they play there every year.
Super Bowl, it doesn't really matter, but they play there every year. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a huge advantage, but if
it's familiar.
It's more of an advantage than,
and it's not far at all.
Going from Boston all the way out, that's a long. I know they get there
way before. But
I'd rather, like, if the game could be in Boston or around there.
They would be happy.
They would rather be
MetLife or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like you're exactly New York or something like that. It's not
I
that
will
far.
say though, Seattle went to MetLife and kicked the shit out of Denver.
They did
but Denver's not really that close. I guess, but
Manning. It was more to do with Manning. He's not good in bad weather.
No,
and that Seahawks team was physical as hell.
The Seahawks line is 25.5.
Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna hammer that over. And then probably do like...
Pats are at 20.5.
If you guys
I don't
ever
know how
get
they get to 20.
Because the line's like 40.5,
If you get
45.5.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, just watch the snippet of Bill Maher and Marshawn Lynch talking about going to a strip club. And
it's good.
Killer Mike took, I think it's Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Took Maher to like a black strip club, and he's like, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Blew his mind. Huh?
And then Marshawn Lynch kind of sends it his best. Like he says, you weren't ready for all that ass. It's good. Just watch. It's just good because it's like they're the two most different people on like the face of the earth.
That's
And they're talking.
It was
kind of
Bill Maher
and Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. I'm not a fan of really either one. Just seeing them interact was funny though. That's all I'm saying.
Post career has been amazing. He's been popping up like he's fun.
Yeah.
It is a funny clip. See,
did you guys ever see that clip of when he says when he was a freshman running back at Cal, he did the wrong play?
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers like backed him up. He was like, "Oh no, coach, that was my bad and shit." And he was like, "Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have got a snap."
I got to see Marshawn Lynch play here.
Oh, you did?
Did you
In
at
a
the
bowl
Las
game.
Vegas Bowl?
Yeah, no, it might have been Deshaun Jackson. Did they play together?
At Cal?
Yeah.
I think I saw him play at Cal here too.
I got to see Deshaun Jackson. He was amazing for Cal. He was a burn.
I definitely have seen him with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Back to the Super Bowl real quick. How pissed are the Vikings for giving up on Darnold?
Well, they're okay.
And Danny Dimes.
Yeah. But anyway, with Darnold, the Vikings just fired their GM.
He got fired because of the J.J. McCarthy draft. He was the one who drafted him.
Yeah.
He didn't look bad the last couple games, but I don't know how he stays healthy.
If Darnold was on the Vikings, they might win that division. They probably do.
I don't know. It's a tough division.
I mean, it just looks bad when the whole goal of any team should be in the NFL is to make the Super Bowl. If you lose your quarterback and then next year he goes to the Super Bowl, that's
not
bad.
looking good. That's why he got fired. Because if he got fired for just letting him walk in the beginning, then he would have got fired then. They see Sam Darnold just inherit a team. Hey, we got shit on Geno Smith. He essentially had the same team.
He sucks.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Geno Smith. Fuck him.
We hired Fernando when they got Geno Smith. And
and I kept saying he sucks.
That's what our special guest was going to be, is Geno Smith.
Fuck
today.
yeah. Fuck. No, I was telling him. I was like, dude, I'm so fucking pissed. We got Geno Smith. He sucks. Dude, I was literally telling everyone I was so pissed about it. And these guys are trying to make me feel good about it. I'm like, he fucking sucks.
But he doesn't. He's never had a losing season until your fabulous Raiders.
Doesn't matter. He had the same, basically the same team as Sam Darnold, and now they're in the Super Bowl.
Let me say this about the Raiders hiring Kubiak, because I'm a realist with the Raiders. I try to be honest. I do root for them. They're like my probably second team by a long shot. But if it's the Raiders, I'm going to root for them. I think Kubiak is a good fit from a play style standpoint. If they're going to draft Mendoza, he is the guy I'd want to bring in. It's not a bad guy to bring in with him.
Great.
100%.
Because he can say, I saved Sam Darnold's life or career.
Almost, yeah.
And even because Mendoza's not like the most physically gifted player. He's tall, but he doesn't have a huge arm.
He's a smart player.
He is, but he'll be able to use. He's like Signetti. It could be a Signetti type feeling.
Could be.
Maybe not. His personality probably won't be as abrasive or as funny as Signetti, but.
Is he funny? I don't know if he's funny.
He might be.
He has funny moments.
He might be a better offensive mind than Signetti.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm just saying. I can look at this hire and it makes sense on paper. Now, I said the same thing about Geno Smith and Pete Carroll when we saw how that happened. So these things can't happen. Like if you get Mendoza and he just isn't good, there's nothing. You can't do anything about it. Now, if he's good. If you have a good quarterback and it's sustainable on any level, the Raiders will be in the mix every year. If this guy's a decent quarterback, if he's just solid, even if Goff-like, you can make the playoffs, you can win playoff games.
Absolutely.
He gives you a chance to win. So that's what you can hope for. I feel like they have that ability, but it is the Raiders. Until they do it, you can't give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, they've sucked my entire life growing up. But, dude, I think we're going into... We've made 2 playoffs that I could remember.
The Steelers have fired 3 coaches in the last 60 years. The Raiders have fired like 25.
Dude, it's been
the Raiders are actually still paying their last 4 coaches. If you guys didn't know, they're still paying their last 4 coaches.
Yeah.
It's pretty unbelievable. But Pierce is still getting paid too.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's still getting paid.
Oh, God.
Also, I do believe the Raiders would have hung on to Pete Carroll if they didn't get the number 1 pick. I don't think they wanted Pete Carroll and a QB. A rookie QB, I should say.
100%.
I think that was the reason.
Pete Carroll was a win for now moment, like a hire. So when that didn't happen and he was egregiously bad, there's like, well, we're not a rebuild. Pete Carroll's 70-something years old. We're not going to rebuild with him.
No, we need a nice, young, innovative head coach.
Look at them and the Pats. They beat the Patriots the first week of the season, or
Now,
second week of the season, and they weren't too far off the year prior. And you just see how different the coaching and the belief went.
Now, to bring it back even down to more reality, you do have to look at the division.
The division's tough, but
It's
I mean,
brutal.
we have good young talent, and that's something that we're going to build upon. I'm not expecting we make a Super Bowl run next year.
No,
but
can you
the reason why I'm so excited is because we have young talent, we have a young coach, we have the number 1 pick. We're going to get a quarterback with Bowers, Mendoza, and Genty all being young and rookie contracts. We have something to look forward to within the next 4 to 10 years.
It's better than it was, for sure.
Exactly. More than likely, we're going to trade Crosby, which I don't love. I don't like that. I'd rather have him here. But at the same time, if he wants to win now, I understand. And not only that,
How old is He's
get
29, right?
How old is Crosby?
We'll get draft capital, so then that's more young talent coming in. So we have a lot to build. We have a lot to look forward to. Our main focus should be, now that we get Mendoza, we get an offensive line and at least one good weapon for him outside. That's what I would ideally like. And then our defense needs help too, clearly. We need to get a new linebacker. I hate Devin White. On paper, I think he led the NFL in tackles, but if you watch the games, he's terrible in pass coverage.
Defense is obviously important, and you guys need defense, but I think more importantly, the Raiders need an O-line. That's number 1 priority, because you don't want to ruin Fernando Mendoza. And if you get a line that not only protects him, but create the pass action protection where Genty could catch the ball in the backfield or even run up the middle. All the above, right? I think the O-line is what needs help the most.
O-line, we need everything. We need O-line, receivers, or tight ends.
You need everything, of course.
We need a running back too, which I think we're going to get Kenneth Walker next year, because I think we have like $115, $20 million.
You guys have the second most cap space. Titans are the number 1 most cap space team for this offseason. The Raiders are number 2.
Number 2.
So
and they just extended they just gave it $15 million more in cap space, I think. It's not official, but it's between $7 to $15 million more that they're going to add.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we have plenty of room. There's a lot of decent free agents. We're going to get more draft picks for Crosby if we do end up trading him. So, I mean, like I said, the future looks bright and promising. I would say next year my expectations would be somewhere between 6 to 9 wins, and then...
Okay, I don't know about that. I think we should...
I don't know. How many did they win this year?
2.
So I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, I was going to say the line should be 5.5.
You have a rookie QB with no offensive line.
Well, we're going to get a line.
Well, okay, let me say this. And we're not there yet to prep the draft show.
Yeah.
But
you
do have to see who they draft and free agency. But generally, I guess it happens. Some great teams do an overhaul in 1 year, and it makes.
Look at the Commanders made the NFC Championship.
Look at them now, though.
But they made the NFC. They still made the championship.
And the Pats are in the Super Bowl from their free agent.
No, it's true.
I mean, boom.
Upset alert right now. Great. Oklahoma State is up 71-64 against BYU. 7:50 left in the second half. This game's getting kind of interesting here.
Zags getting killed.
BYU 16. Zags getting killed?
39-33 at Portland. Halftime.
Damn, that's not good.
No.
Way to bring the show down. With Gonzaga.
Killed us. Fuck the Zags.
We're not... Ferd, you should not watch Gonzaga with us.
We're bad luck.
They're like, they've won every game except the one game we watch, and then the one game we're sitting with. Seriously, that's crazy.
We're gonna come back and we're gonna win.
They'll win. You're right. I have seen Gonzaga a million times. Great. What the fuck?
But they're not gonna win by 22. What the line was.
They're probably not gonna cover. Yeah.
No.
I have seen Gonzaga dick around though, where they're I've seen 27-point favorites. And be tied at halftime,
and then they'll cover it.
Yeah,
so, yeah. It's a tale of two halves, but
in Portland, are they terrible?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, okay, let's just BYU's getting ready to do the same thing. Now it's losing at Oklahoma State is not as bad as losing at Portland. Oklahoma State is not bad. They're a borderline tournament team, so it's not a terrible loss.
They should make the tournament.
Michigan State just lost to Minnesota.
Minnesota's decent, though.
They're
still a Big Ten.
They're not
team.
500, though.
Minnesota's falling off of a cliff.
It's cold in Minnesota.
It is.
It's cold everywhere right now.
Yeah. Okay, back to the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah. Is there any fun props?
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Heads on the coin toss.
Hasn't been heads the last 3 years?
No, last year was tails, I think.
But the year before that was 4 years in a row was heads, right?
Was it? I don't remember.
It was something crazy like that. Here, I'll look at the
Every
next
time I
fixture.
bet it, though, it's always been heads, which is good because I always call heads anyway.
Like who's more likely to score first? Seattle's -125. Patriots are +105. See, I almost would just take the Pats on that for the plus.
Just for the value, yeah.
You kick a field goal, you're up 3-0. Doesn't mean you could still get. With the Giants in 2000, the Giants made the Super Bowl against the Ray Lewis first Ravens team. The Giants, I think, scored a field goal in the game. It was 3-0. They ended up losing the game 34-3. So it didn't matter.
Which was a Super Bowl where it was like 3-0 or 10-3 Ravens. It was like an ugly game.
The Ravens only have 2 Super Bowl wins. They beat the one I just said against the Giants, and then John beat his brother Jim. They beat the Niners.
I might be thinking of someone with
Yeah.
Ray Lewis, right?
It might have been a playoff game.
I can't
Could have been a
remember.
Steeler game. The Steelers and the Raiders had crazy games. Okay.
Kind of fun. Not really. It's just the receiving yards, but I think Cup will have a big game. His line's only at 40 yards is +115.
I like Cup anytime touchdown.
You never know, man.
He'll sneak.
I love JSN too. I already said I think he's the top 3 receiver in the league. His is 100 yards. I know that's a lot, but it's plus value as well.
Who would you want to win, just taking betting aside, like as a fan? Who would you want?
I don't care.
I'm
Probably
gonna stay with Boston with it then. I would like. I'm wearing a Celtics shirt. I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm actually a Steelers fan. If you guys didn't notice.
And you're gonna root for the
But-
Patriots again?
Yeah. Hey, if they could win it, I would root for them over the Seahawks. I never liked the Seahawks.
I'm a Brady
Like
fan.
as a team.
Well, see, for me, I'm a Brady fan, which I don't hate New England. I've rooted for the Patriots before, but I don't know.
They won enough.
Vrabel's an Ohio State guy, McDonald's a Michigan guy, so you have that in
there
this
you
as
go.
well. And I just think this is more as being like if you're a Raider fan or a Lion fan, like how many we haven't seen our teams. The Raiders made 1 Super Bowl. The Lions have never made the Super Bowl, and the freaking Patriots have already made it 7 years after Brady retires and they fire Belichick. Like
Yeah.
they don't need another Super Bowl with the Patriots. Let somebody
No.
else. And now that
Seattle's won recently
It's Seattle
too.
too.
Seattle would have 2, but still.
Yeah, I'd rather have Seattle win. And we're getting Clint Kubiak so he could come off a high back into Vegas and ready to roll.
I'm not a hardcore. I don't care though. If the Patriots won, I wouldn't be like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't really care
care.
either. It's not my team. I don't care.
But all right, let's
Yeah,
do
well,
something.
I know a lot of people are upset about the halftime show. I'm pretty pumped for it, actually.
Well,
That's
you
your
love
guy.
Bad Bunny. You
do.
dressed up as Bad Bunny for Halloween a few years
Did
ago.
I?
I think you went like 3 years in a row.
I don't
It just came up
remember.
on my pictures. I might make a short of it and post you
Oh, God.
as Bad Bunny. All of us are
I
dressed
think
up.
I just had the shirt. So
Yeah,
that's
you
what
just
I
had a
did.
shirt that said Bad Bunny. You have some sunglasses indoors.
Oh,
It was
God.
nighttime.
That's how you know I didn't have a costume. I was like, fuck it. Wing it.
That's also how you know you were drunk as hell because you were wearing sunglasses indoors.
I'm wearing shades in the
All
club.
right, so for fun bets, coin toss.
Heads.
Which side? So you
I always
said
go
heads.
heads, always.
I'm gonna go heads.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Could be
try to-
tails. It's 50-50.
I'm just gonna make a short about it. I'm gonna go tails.
And the line's 103. Like,
It is.
Come on.
Yeah.
But
Should
who
be
will win the
50-50.
coin toss? Seahawks or Pats?
Seahawks.
I feel like Seahawks will win it too.
I think the Pats are getting it.
If I had to pick this game, I really think Seattle's gonna blow them out.
I think so, too. It just seems too
I
easy.
honestly like the line if you ult it up. 4.5 such a weird line. If
Yeah.
you want the Seahawks,
I
you
think
might
just go
as well-
6.5.
Yeah. Get them by a touchdown.
Yeah.
You'll get good plus value there. That's actually what I was going to bet because I do like the Seahawks in this game. But if it's a close game, you almost have to choose the Pats in that point. I think the Seahawks win by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you think it's a close game, take the other side. Will there be a streaker this game? Yes or no?
No.
In San Francisco, yes.
Gay pride, Fernando.
I don't know. The one thing about the Super Bowl that does feel different to me, it feels very low publicity. Like I don't feel like there's no mania behind it.
Usually you start
me.
to feel the buzz. Like pretty
Yeah.
I think maybe starting tomorrow or Friday you'll start to feel it. People are still working, I guess.
Also-
I don't know.
I don't believe nobody hates anybody on these teams. Like last
Neither
year,
team's polarizing.
Yeah,
at all.
last year people either hate the Eagles or they love them, and same with the Chiefs. Either you love Mahomes or you hate him. There's no in between.
Because even the Patriots, I don't hate Vrabel. I don't hate even their team.
May's likable.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah, they're
There's
I
whatever.
like there's
If I'm
really
gonna
no
hate
one
watch-
I hate on
if
either
I'm
team.
gonna-
Probably Diggs, but
Yeah, that's what I was
whatever.
saying. If I'm gonna hate watch somebody, it's Stephon Diggs.
Well, I like the little short that Patriots do. They ask each player. They're like, "What player on the team
Do you not trust?
would you not let date your sister?" And like, there's like it's like 9 out of 10. Stephon Diggs. Like they pick him every
He's
time.
a horrible.
I mean,
Yeah,
just,
it's
just
just-
look at his chick.
it's just
come on,
like-
dude.
It's not
Which
good.
one?
Like, so, I don't know, dude. I'm not a Stephon Diggs fan.
He could make
at
a big
all.
play in this game though. He's a good football player, though.
He is a good football player, but I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
Talent's rarer than morals.
I wouldn't want him in my locker room.
Football in the NFL it is.
I wouldn't want him in my locker room. Just like I wouldn't want AJ Brown. He's just a cane. They're crybabies, dude. Didn't he talk shit about Josh Allen? Like he won't be this good without me, and then he ended up having a better season the next year.
Dude, he turned on Brady. I mean, he's like I don't know. He's just
who?
Antonio Brown.
No, I'm talking about Stiggs.
Oh yeah, no, him and Allen had I think they had somewhat of a falling out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem okay now though, but I don't know.
I just don't like Diggs. He's just a powder dude. Like it's about him. You know what I mean?
He also likes the powder.
I mean, that's fine.
You saw that clip, right? He was on a yacht with like a bunch of like white girls.
Oh, I thought you meant the blow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right.
And they were asking him for blow.
Oh shit. I mean, that's fine. I have no issues with that. I just don't like him as a football locker room guy.
He's a powder both ways.
He just cries, dude. Like, how do you have Josh Allen and you're pissed? You know what I mean? You could have Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. So if we want to talk about that, they won a Super Bowl, and within a year, AJ Brown's thrown a bitch fit.
Yeah, I would hate to have him like Ayuk. Like, I just don't like those kind of players on my team. I'd rather have someone maybe not on the same level skill and athleticism wise or just playmate, but if you just give me like just a tier below and they're great team guys, I'd rather take those guys all day because they're going to go above and beyond.
I do think we're looking at as a basketball mindset, like team chemistry is a real thing. I've never played like a high level football like in high school or anything, so I don't know what the locker room's like. From what I heard, like kickers don't talk to the team. Defense stays with defense. Offense kind of stays with offense. What's the camaraderie really like? So I don't know if team chemistry is as much.
I think every team is different though with that.
Yeah, every
but
team.
I feel like in hoops, I mean, we call it basketball.
I will say,
we still play. If you have one bad apple on your team,
correct,
it ruins the team.
And that's the same in football too.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because it goes around everywhere, and then it causes division. Like, you know what I mean?
One person can ruin the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
100%.
And the thing in football, if you make a mistake, it's not like, oh, I missed that shot or I threw the ball out of bounds. If you're playing basketball, and like football, it's like, oh, my knee's broken now, my back's broken. Like it's like your limb is maimed.
And also, I mean,
it's brutal.
We've seen in football, if you have one turnover, that could be the make or break of your game. And
same in basketball too. If you have one more turnover,
yeah,
that can be the
but there's multiple. I'm saying like we're not seeing many Patriots and Texans games where there's 9 turnovers for the team.
The basketball game, a good game is 10 turnovers. In football, if you have 10 turnovers, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah.
That's an ugly game. No, I see what you're saying. Like, if Stroud doesn't turn the ball over, they beat the Patriots.
They were winning the whole time until you threw the pick 6.
Yeah,
and exactly. I could see Darnold. John, I actually think you said this. You could see Darnold throwing that pick 6.
I could. I could see something like that happen.
Same thing happened, though, against Denver. Like, didn't Stidham fumble and it set up the Patriots touchdown? So then Denver probably would have won that game.
And he had
the game cover that game.
Pick.
I actually want to talk about that game a little bit because I do blame Sean Payton for that loss. He could have took the field goal up 10-0. Knowing the weather conditions was going to be worse in the second half.
He said he messed up. In so many words, he basically did. Well, I saw his
interview. But then he also fired his offensive coordinator, which I thought was unreasonable.
That might not be because of that game. It could have been something.
No, he said it was because of the game.
Well, I mean, this is what I'm trying to say. If you make a mistake in football, your career, your body, it's on the line. It's the most intense sport.
I also don't know what Sean Payton was really like. Bo Nix was there. Then you say, all right, we have a chance against Seattle. But with Stidham, I don't.
Yeah, that I wouldn't blame anybody for.
Yeah,
it's kind of just a bad break.
He got hurt from trying to take a knee with a freak accident. Now, like, of course, you're Sean Payton. You still want to win.
But Sean Payton's again, I'll come back to this. These guys look at these coaches and these players like these are the great humans to like be heroes and stuff. He got in trouble with the Saints. He was like breaking into the team locker's medicine cabinet and getting like hydros.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Oxycontin. Like he was like taking them before work. Like he'd come in and take a couple.
Either.
Yeah. So, and he also was the head coach of the team that did the for the New Orleans Saints that did the bounties.
Yep.
On players. So like they were saying, if you go, you take this guy's knee out, they put money in a pot. Everybody gets that money for knocking that guy out or blowing his knee out.
He was also on the team that got screwed on the pass interference call.
He was. Well, the conspiracy could be, does this, he did all these horrible things, so we'll make him lose in horrible ways.
Fuck him. Did you also see the bad movie with Paul Blart as Sean Payton?
But Sean Payton's not the easiest guy to work with. He was kind of calling out and being critical of Bo Nix, like saying we wouldn't have drafted him if he got hurt and all this. Like it's like, dude, you're messing with his contract now. Teams may not want to offer him a contract if he's hurt.
He released some
Yeah.
injury report thing, and even Bo Nix had to go back and say like he had no place to say my injury history. Like it's kind of fucked up.
I will say this, and this is why I am picking the Seahawks. I think if Denver had Bo Nix, I think that would have been a better Super Bowl against Seattle.
Who?
If Denver had Bo Nix,
Denver, yeah.
If Nix didn't get hurt and he got to play against the Patriots, I think they win. They win, yeah.
I think so too.
And I think Denver versus Seattle, I think that
a much better.
I think Denver could have maybe won.
Well, honestly, it was such a shit show because of the snow.
Yeah.
We really don't know what would have happened. Any team could win any time.
True. You're 100% correct, though. He should have kicked the field goal to go up 10-0. You have your backup quarterback. You're at home. You have a chance to go up double digits. You just take that.
And it's a snowstorm, which is the main thing.
You probably win the game if you make that call.
I honestly think not to cut any of you guys off, but I honestly think if it wasn't for the BS ref call, the Bills would have won the Super Bowl because they really should have won that game. And then I think they would have beat the Patriots.
Allen had a bad game.
Allen had like 3
Well,
turnovers.
one of them was because of that call, which I think he was down. And because, we talked about it in another show. They called it on the Chiefs' way the year before. Then the day before, what happened? I can't remember. They ruled it incomplete or something.
Oh,
something that happened the day before.
No, it was one the next day. It was in the Rams.
They ruled it a catch for Devontae Adams.
Rams and Bears game.
So then I think the Bills would have been. There's no hypotheticals. It is what it is.
It is. I mean, they played.
But I just think this is a no-brainer winner. Like, it just seems way too easy.
See, I would like to say the Bills should have won that game, but Josh Allen had 3 turnovers. And so even if you take that one away at the end, and they still had a chance to win regardless, but those 2 turnovers, you're supposed to be the best QB in the league. You already know one turnover can make or break your game.
They also, I thought, had a huge play when they picked off Nix, or they fumbled him. They got a turnover. The Bills got held to a field goal.
Yeah, huge.
If they would have scored a touchdown,
they were already basically in the red zone too.
Yes,
it was at the 40.
They held it like the 10. Line. It was like that was huge. That was 4 points right there. That's the difference. I mean, that's the difference in the game right there. So, Bills are kind of a snake bitten crew. They just always find ways to lose.
I personally don't think Josh Allen will ever have a Super Bowl in his career. I just don't see it happening.
I hope not, but
I never say no.
I hope he does. I mean, I think he wins.
Speaking of Super Bowls, I actually have a fun fact. So quarterbacks in year 2, when they make it to the Super Bowl, if they lose, they have never won. They're 0-8
in their career for the rest
of their career. So, and the reason why I say that, like, for example, there's a Colin Kaepernick. He made a year 2, hasn't won. Brock Purdy, his career is not done, but he made a year 2, hasn't won yet.
He's got time.
There is time. I personally don't think Brock Purdy could be the quarterback of your team and you win a Super Bowl. There's more in history, but those are 2 off the top of my head. Now, Drake May is in that category, year 2 quarterback. If he doesn't win the Super Bowl, statistics say he won't win a Super Bowl his whole career. Kind of crazy. One other that hasn't, Dan Marino. That's the big name.
Yeah.
Some quarterbacks that have done it: Kurt Warner, Tom Brady, Big Ben, and Russell Wilson. Those are the ones that have won. So the QBs have won in year 2 that have continued to win are Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, Big Ben, and Russell Wilson. And the 8 quarterbacks that haven't won: Dan Marino, Joe Burrow, Colin Kaepernick.
Burrow's still playing.
Burrow can't get it. Burrow probably could break this record because the Bengals might be a favorite next year. One of the favorites. So? They're gonna have an awful schedule. They could win 12 games next season.
That's true.
Do I see the Steelers winning 9 games again? Probably not. Are the Ravens gonna make some noise? They definitely can. They might.
Fern, would you be happy with Minter?
Yeah, I wouldn't. He wasn't my first choice. I wouldn't have loved.
But you would feel more confident than having Pete Carroll.
Yeah, more promise. He's younger. So he was probably my second choice.
I think it's smart they got the offensive guy though.
But yeah, we need an offensive
for the quarterback. Yeah, you got to get that squared away.
That's the guy I wanted the most was Kubi.
I would like to hear. Thanks, Greg.
He's an animal.
I would like to hear Brady's take on Mendoza.
I think he likes Mendoza. I mean, they were at the game,
You told him and Spytech to watch the game in your clip.
I did.
But I'm just curious. I'm curious I would like to know his honest assessment of him, not just how he feels about a quarterback. I would love to know that.
We probably won't hear an honest assessment since it's his team. They're drafting that
guy.
I
can tell you this: if they don't draft him,
it's telling.
Then obviously there's something there. But I think by everything I've heard, they're going to draft him.
So, John, we've heard from the Raiders. We've heard from the Steelers. What about your Lions?
As far as what?
Just in general, like they're kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, the Lions are just they're like the second half of the part of the Titanic of the movie.
It's just sinking?
It's halfway sunk. We're just waiting for it to crack in half and then just go all the way down to the bottom of the Atlantic.
Who's going to be the first to go on the team? Is Dan Campbell probably going to be the first to go?
What do you mean to go?
Fired or just not resigned?
I mean, the head coach always... That's unfair to say because when anything goes bad with any of these teams, they fire the head coach first. So that's like automatic.
Is he on the hot seat this year?
I would say so.
I would actually blame... I don't think it's Dan Campbell's fault, honestly. I think it's Brad Holmes' fault, the general manager. I think they've missed on draft picks. They don't ever make a move to draft another pass rush guy to put with Aiden Hutchinson. They just leave him out there by himself.
Would you try to trade for Crosby?
I mean,
3 first
that would have been. I mean, imagine 2 years ago when they lost to the Commanders last year. If they had Crosby, I mean, they could have won that game. I don't know. We turned the ball over.
What would you give over for Crosby?
What?
Would you give 2 first-round picks?
Probably a 1 and a second.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Raiders, you take whatever you can get. He's 29.
He is up there.
We need 2 first rounds.
You're right, though. I mean, I don't know.
He just had surgery. We don't know how he's going to come back.
He's fine.
He probably is fine.
But to finish it, the Lions, they're in the same boat as far as they look. If they did hit on their picks, they still have a lot of veterans there. Now, injuries, obviously, if Goff gets hurt, if anybody's starting quarterback gets hurt,
you're done.
You're pretty much done.
Unless you're Nick Foles.
They still have St. Brown. They still have Hutchinson. They have Gibbs. I mean, they have talent. They have JMO. It's not like they don't have players. So I just don't have faith in Holmes. I don't think he knows how to draft defensive football players.
Could be.
I don't have a lot of confidence in that.
Could they win the division next season?
Yeah, I mean the Bears won it this year,
and they were negative.
But the Lions beat them twice this year. So,
but the Bears had a negative record in the division.
Yeah,
and they won the division.
I mean, and the Bears are gonna have a much harder schedule this year.
Yeah. That's also why I thought the Vikings could have won that division. The Bears won the division going negative.
Yeah.
In that, that's unbelievable.
I hate that. There was one year the Raiders swept the AFC West and they didn't even make the playoffs. I know.
What's the point?
6-0.
Exactly.
It's like only happened once.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Okie State's gonna win this.
Yeah, game. BYU's they're about, I'd say honestly, 2 possessions away from being about done. They're down 9 with 2:13 to go. If they don't,
I think they're a little overrated.
I think so too.
I mean, they have AJ on the team. That's the highlight star. But
he's awesome
after this season. I do think he's going 2. I think.
Yeah, Peterson.
I
even like Williams a lot too.
Williams.
From UNC.
Oh, the power forward.
Oh, yeah.
Super athletic.
Yeah, he's good as fuck. He's a good defender.
Pete for Arizona.
I don't trust these Arizona players.
I don't either. The Arizona players.
Looking back, like every Arizona player that makes it, like Aaron Gordon is an NBA champion, but you have to say he's a letdown. He was supposed to be an All NBA type of player.
Who's the best Arizona?
I like Aaron Gordon.
I like him too, though. I wouldn't use him as a negative. Who's the best Arizona player?
It's because he was supposed to be an All NBA type of guy. Gordon. Yeah. Who's the best Arizona player right now in the NBA?
Yeah.
We got, I mean, it probably is Aaron Gordon. It's funny, I just shit on him, but it's DeAndre Ayton, Benedict Mathurin. But if you want to talk about...
I like Mathurin. Oh, Mike Bibby's good. Steve
Andre Iguodala is probably the best.
I was going to say, I was trying to... Iggy's the best, I would say. Gilbert Arenas was good.
He just had such a short career.
I mean, Arizona's a great program. It's just... They do... I don't know, especially in the tournament, I feel like they underperform.
Every year.
And the coach hasn't changed that yet. So until you fix that, I don't know. It's hard to pick them. But Arizona's looked amazing this year. They've been dominant. I mean, they're undefeated. So I think the Big 12
they were also great last year, and we all had them losing pretty early on.
Yeah, that's true. There is something about that. So they got to prove it. I do think Peterson of Kansas is...
He's probably going 1.
He went at Devancy. Like he kind of...
Well, that was the draft pick. So he knew if he wanted to go number 1, he had to show out.
Yeah. And he did. So just to wrap up the NFL officially, we're all on Seattle. So that, that means
take
the
Patriots
side. Big time. Seriously. I mean...
When we blow up, I would like somebody to go back and watch our shows and track us. Because I actually don't think when we all pick the same team, think we win more than we lose.
I don't remember.
Your brain remembers the wins more than the losses in
No.
sports betting.
Personally, I remember the losses more than the wins.
In sports betting, in real sports, I remember the losses more than the wins. When I'm playing a sport.
I feel like when I lose in sports betting, that shit haunts me. But anyway, I think that's it, right?
Yeah, let's wrap
it up. We're the Club Rats. I'm Jesiah.
This is John.
Fernando.
We'll see you guys next week. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Peace.
Peace.